Welcome to another video. Hope everyone's doing alright and that. Welcome to the second and final part of the mighty Airwolf build. If you watch part one, you'll have seen I've got all the cockpit painted up and built up, and I'm pretty pleased with how it's come out, but fingers crossed that I've got it bang on straight so I don't get much resistance when it comes to putting the two sides together. I'm expecting a little bit because these model kits tend to do that. In this video, we're going to take it right to the end. I'm going to start by trying to mask these windows up before I glue the sides together so I can get a little bit of pressure behind them, so I'm not like popping the glass out. I don't know if you can see that, there's a deep ridge around these windows. I'm hoping I'm not left with like a white ring around the window when I'm finished. But then we're going to move on. We're going to get as many parts in as I possibly can before painting and bring it together. There's one little bit that's concerning us in the instructions, which I might go off piste a bit with, is the propellers. On the instructions it's telling us to put them in as I put the body of the helicopter together. I'm not going to do that, but I am going to put the beginning bit in, this little stump bit here, and hopefully, fingers crossed, I can build them afterwards and that. Just praying that it doesn't come back to bite us, but we'll give it a go and that. So yep, grab a cuppa, put your feet up, let's see this thing come together. Fantastic. Right, I think I'm going to leave it here before I start destroying it with my chubby fingers. And there you have it, the mighty Airwolf in all its glory. I'll put it on the spinny thing so you can have a good look at it and that. And I'll tell you what, I'm pretty pleased how this one's come out, because it fought us a little bit putting it together and that. Fantastic. I struggled at first to get the body in, like I did with the Sea King helicopter. I don't think I'm lining them up quite perfectly when I'm gluing them together. But a little bit of sanding in that, and a bit of air patience. And I got there, and I tell you what, it's gone together pretty alright. The propeller spins, so I'm not going to spin it too much in case I twist it off. But fantastic. I tried to keep lining it up with a windshield, so that fit at the end, and that's gone in fantastic. I had a problem with the propeller towards the end. I had a late night session on it last night, and I managed to snap this tiny little piece off the top. I was absolutely gutted. I tried to glue it on this morning. It wasn't having it, so I've just stuck it down, and it looks alright, to be honest with you. It looks alright. I spent absolutely ages masking these windows up, only to cover them with these big side panels and that. I'm going to have to start reading the instructions a bit more deeply, because I set off putting these side panels together, then realised I'd got it totally wrong, so I had to go back and set these ones up. I had to pull these apart a little bit, but I've got away with it, I think. It's looking alright, it's looking alright. There's a couple of little bits I need to touch up. The tail there, I think that's off my dirty fingers more than anything than that, but fantastic. Right, let's find a place in the cabinet and bring this video in. Fantastic. Right, I found it a place on the second shelf alongside my shameless plug. I've pulled the Sea King helicopter down so I can put it side by side and compare them. And I tell you what, I'm pretty pleased with both of them. The Sea King, undoubtedly the hardest model I've put together to date, but it's looking great. And Airwolf sat right behind it, absolutely fantastic. The next one I'm going to be building is a bit of a revisit. It was the third model I made, and the one that got us properly into it, to be honest with you. And it's this thing, the Aston Martin DB5. I've got the one I built here. I made it by hand, painted it by hand and that, and I tell you what, it come out alright, you know, for my third model. But I fancy giving it another go, put the airbrush over the body and that, see what I can come up with. And yeah, fantastic. So if you like the video, hit likes, hit subscribes, do all the YouTubey stuff for us and that. I'm trying to do things my own little way in that. It might not be for everyone, but hopefully some of you will like it and that. And yeah, fantastic. So until the next build, I'll see you later. Ta-da.